Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your June 2025 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic crossbred as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom and oracle card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off our roll notice astrology ice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have 8. So 8th house energy for you guys is Scorpio. In general, 8th house points to death, rebirth, intimacy, investments. That area of the zodiac is quiet right now, but there was a full moon in Scorpio around a week ago, so maybe you guys are still feeling the residual effects of that. Alright, we have Gemini as well, so big difference there. There's plenty going on in Gemini. We have Jupiter wrapping up its transit through there. It'll move into Cancer around the end of the first week of June. We also have Mercury. At the time of recording this, it hasn't moved there just yet, but by around the same time Jupiter moves into Cancer, so will Mercury. So we're going to have it move through Gemini for a couple weeks. Obviously, the sun is there already. We have a new moon coming up in a couple days as well. Trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, that was already so much, right? But yeah, obviously plenty of energy going on there. And for you guys, that is your 3rd house of communication, short journeys, and siblings. And we have Mercury. So Mercury's also on the move, like I mentioned. It's just about to go into Gemini. It'll be there till the end of the first week. Then it'll be in Cancer. And then toward the very end of the month, it'll move into Leo. So it'll be going from your 3rd house to your 4th house of home, roots, family, and then your 5th house of romance, creativity, children. So keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. Alright, in the main situation position, we have the 2 of Cups. And challenging that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is Jupiter energy here. So not the toughest challenge to deal with. And then to see this, which is Cancer energy, I feel like this is saying that you're going to have a meeting of the minds with someone this month. Now, of course, people tend to gravitate to thinking that's automatically a romantic connection based on your artwork, but it could be within business partnerships, friendships, you name it. But I feel like the only thing that would make this a challenge is that it could be a timing issue. So if that's the case, given that this represents the first 10 degrees of Cancer, I would say you might even as early as when Jupiter moves into those degrees, which like I mentioned will be right after the first week of June, you might already start to feel this connection in your presence. If not that, maybe even a little bit later on in the month when the sun moves into those degrees, then that could be also a time when you start to feel that. So I feel like basically the middle 20 days, 15 to 20 days or so of June could be pivotal as far as this connection coming into your lives. In the foundation position, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is Gemini energy here. So yeah, I feel like this is just going to represent that the energy is going to be fast moving for you guys this month, which makes sense. I mean, for you guys, it is a 3rd house transit, which tends to be very light-footed, quick. And we mentioned all the energy that's going to be cycling through the 3rd house for you guys as well. So yeah, I feel like you're going to feel like things are really picking up for you guys this month, especially if you felt like you did go through a slower cycle recently. In the past position, we have the 10 of Swords. So Gemini energy here as well. But to see this in the past, I feel like this is really pointing more to the fact that you guys had Saturn moving through your 12th house for the past couple of years. And in a couple of days now, it's going to be moving into your sign. Now, for most people, they view it as a negative, but I feel more for Aries energy, you'd probably rather have Saturn in your sign versus in your 12th house, right? Which could cause a lot of overthinking. Maybe the ideas are flowing to you, but you feel like you can't take action on them. So for some of you, while most people wouldn't say that, I feel like you might actually view Saturn moving into your sign as more of a relief than having it move into your 12th. In the present position, we have the 10 of Cups. So Pisces energy here. And yeah, to me, ultimately, this says that I feel like the heaviness of Saturn moving out of your 12th house is now going to bring the brightness back to your lives, right? So maybe you went through a bit of a darker period where you weren't necessarily all too optimistic about things going on around you. Now I feel like this is saying you're going to feel the energy start to lift this month. All right. In the near future position, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is more Pisces energy here. And to me, again, I feel like similar to what we were saying with the Ten of Cups, I feel like this is just going to be an energy of contentment for you guys, where you finally feel like, okay, I have what I have and I'm ready for more, right? I'm open for more, not necessarily going to go seek it out, but at least I'm open to it and bright and optimistic about it. In the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Star. So this is Aquarius energy here, and this is the card that comes naturally after the Tower card in Tarot as well. So for some of you, this could just be saying that you might have already gone through a Tower type of moment, right? And maybe that's even what that Ten of Swords energy is pointing to. And now it seems like you're on the other side of that. And like we said, it seems like you've gone through that course correction to where now you're seeing things through a more optimistic lens with those heavier transits getting out of your 12th house. Right. In the environment position, we have the Four of Wands. So whoever this represents someone else outside of you that's just in your environment, that could definitely be connected to that Two of Cups energy we're seeing, but this is actually an Aries energy. So I feel like this is saying you're going to feel the energy of growth and expansion and optimism really around you guys this month. In hopes or fears position, we have Temperance. So for those of you, like I said, if you feel like you might have lost your footing in some way, right? Maybe things were getting dark for you guys for a while, and now things are starting to get brighter again. I feel like this is saying that ultimately you hope it's here to stay, right? It's like, okay, you hope you found your balance. So I mean, of course, with the realities, there's going to be the highs and lows, right? But I feel like you might have just gone into a bit of a lower cycle for a while, and now you're just like, okay, hopefully I rode out that wave, and now things are going to steady out. Right. And in the outcome position, we have the Two of Wands. So more Aries energy here, and action-oriented energy as well. So like I said, I feel like for a lot of you this month, you might initially start off just actually feeling like a sense of relief, right? Just relief, optimism coming over you, and for a while you might actually just sit in that, right, and not necessarily jump into anything new. But as the month progresses, you might actually feel more ready to take action on the situation. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So like I said, well, I mean, we see a lot of cup energy all over your spread, right? But I feel like this is just saying that it seems like the energy is fresh there. And to me, seeing this is another indicator that that Wheel of Fortune in the challenge position is just more or less pointing to, hey, there was a timing issue, right? Like we said, you guys had Saturn moving through your 12th. It's still technically there for the next couple of days, but it'll be moving into your sign. Neptune recently moved into your sign. I mean, you guys have had Chiron there for a really long time, but whole other story with that. I feel like this is just saying that some things are going to lighten up for you guys, and in doing so, that's going to actually motivate you to be more of your action-oriented selves. All right. From the Four Agreements deck, we have be impeccable with your word and manifest your true intentions. Right? It says, regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through the word. Interesting message to see come up there, right? Because we did have Mercury come up in your dice, and then we were talking about the fact that Mercury is going to be on a move. It's going to be in your house communication for a few weeks. Then closer to the middle of the month, it'll be in your 4th house, eventually your 5th house, right? So especially the 3rd and 5th house, those are pretty powerful placements for Mercury. So as far as communicating, I feel like that message might resonate with you guys in that regard. And the power of the words that you do speak. From the Wisdom Oracle, we have No Place Like Home. Here's the artwork, and the number is 50. Let's see what this has to say. All right, essential meanings says authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, Being comfortable in your own skin. The Oracle's message. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here, and house of your spirit and spirit. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Because it does make me think of the fact that, like we said, Jupiter will be moving into Cancer, which is your fourth house, which is a house of home, family, roots. So even that, I feel like this is in your, and I mentioned for some of you that person, right, that we see with the Two of Cups is someone that you could feel at home with them as well, right? So I feel like you're going to feel a lot of that homey type of energy this month. The relationship message says lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. So yeah, again, definitely a positive message there, right? Especially for those of you who, if this new connection coming your way is more of a love-rated thing versus business or a friendship. And the prosperity message says, when you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. So yeah, again, another solid message there. And yeah, like I said, especially seeing that Ten of Swords in the past position, I feel like at least a decent chunk of what you're going to be feeling here is just the heaviness of Saturn moving out of your 12th house. But hopefully that resonates for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.